Ecuador.
Yes, yes, it's nice weather.
Yeah, where in Ecuador are you from?
I'm from a small city named Riobamba.
Okay, Riobamba. I'm actually looking to go to Ecuador relatively soon, like in a month or two. So yeah, I'm really interested in
Oh,
it. I've heard really
perfect.
good things. Yeah. And what do you like to do for fun, Juan Pablo? What do you do in your free time?
Sorry,
Ecuador.
can you repeat that?
Yes.
I have problems with
Yes,
the
it's
connection.
nice weather. Yeah, where in Ecuador are you from? Hmm.
Where?
Uh, okay, Juan Pablo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but I have some problems with the connection, but now it's right.
Okay. Okay, good. Um, yeah, so what do you do for fun? What do you like to do in your free time, Juan Pablo?
I like reading books, and also I have some experience with the paper when I try to draw some kinds. For example, I don't know, faces. For example, in a paper, I like to draw.
You like to draw? Okay, nice. Yeah, I actually really like to draw too. I think I like faces as well. Um, cool. All right. And reading. What types of books do you like to read, Juan Pablo?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah. So, what types of books do you like to read?
Uh, I like biographies. I like to read the biographies, for example. Yes, and also another kind of books. For example, the um, some books of Garcia Marquez. Garcia Marquez is a writer of Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
I like I like these books. Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite Garcia Marquez story?
I was reading some books of Garcia Marquez, for example, Cien Años de Soledad. In
Uh-huh.
English, is something like
100 Years of
100
Solitude.
of years. Of, I don't know how to translate the book.
It's 100 Years of Solitude, Cien Años de Soledad. Can you see in the chat box?
Oh, yes. Sorry?
Can you see in the chat box? So, 100 Years of Solitude is Cien Años de Soledad.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I really like Garcia Marquez. Nice. Really cool. And the other thing was biographies. Can you repeat biographies?
Biography.
Yeah, biographies. Okay, well done. And Juan Pablo, at the moment, it looks like it's just you and I. So can you read the title in the next few lines?
Okay, the environment. Uh, you are referred to the environment, the title, the title.
Yeah, the title, and then this part.
Okay. Today we will read comics about the environment, practice a role play between an industrialist and a conversionist, read about climate change.
Uh huh. And climate.
Climate.
Climate, industrialist.
Climate is about the weather, right?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Okay.
And can you repeat industrialist?
Industrialist.
Yep. And conservationist?
Conservationist.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. And do you have any questions about any of these words or anything here?
Can you describe?
All right, Juan Pablo, I lost you for a second. Are you there?
You can hear?
I can hear you now.
I'm here, Joshua. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so,
I have a question, Joshua. Describe the please is located in the second line.
in the second line, comics.
Yes. What is comics? It's about a history.
A comic is like this. This is a comic. And we could also say, sorry, I'm trying to look for another one. I've got it. Yeah, this is another comic. Does that make sense?
Oh yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I understand.
Any other questions?
No. No. No.
Okay. And Juan Pablo, can you name any big environmental issues facing the world today?
Yes. The hot planet.
Global warming, we could say.
Yes. Global warming.
Okay. Can you explain what it is and what it's doing?
Yes, I think that is a real problem of the world because we are creating many things that affect to the planet. For example, consuming energy that irresponsible way. A problem for world.
Okay, Juan Pablo, I lost you for a second again, so I did not hear what you said. Can you repeat consuming energy? That's something?
Mm, what is the question, Joshua? Can you write, please? Some words I have some problems to understand.
Okay. Um,
Oh, I have I think that I have some problems with the connection, and I don't know if you hear me now.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
So what did you say after consuming energy that?
Oh, let me remember. Affect the planet, consuming energy that affect to the environment. For example, when the people try to get energy when fire some things.
For example, when people try to get energy.
Firing something is a one way to affect to the planet. For example, is not a clean energy. I think that the people the people need to change in the way to get energy for more for other um, uh, fuen- for other ways to get energy. For example, clean energy, solar energy, or I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so finding other sustainable types of energy. Clean energy. Like
Yes,
solar.
solar energy is an example. Yes.
Yeah.
Or wind.
Yeah, I think that's great. One thing, consuming energy that affects the environment, we would not say to the environment. But good. That's, yeah, really good answers. Do you have any questions on this page, Juan Pablo?
No, I don't know. What do you think about these questions? I
You don't know what I think about the questions? What do you mean, Juan
no.
Pablo?
I mean that I like to know what do you think about these questions,
Okay.
about the first and second question.
I would like to know what you think.
Yes.
Um, okay, good. Yeah. So, big environmental issues for sure. Global warming is a really big environmental issue. I think pollution in general, overpopulation, I think adds to it a lot. So, overpopulation, conspicuous consumption, energy use, and global warming, I think, are all really big problems. Things we can do, yeah, find reusable energy, kind of try to deal with our trash in different ways. So, like reusing, recycling, and maintaining forests. Um, Another, yeah, huge problem is deforestation, things like that, ocean acidification. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of different things. Does that make sense, Juan Pablo?
Yes. 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 I can understand.
Okay. Yeah. And any other questions on this page?
No, Jojo. It's good.
Okay. Can you read the title and the words?
Yes. Conservation, preservation, national park, climate, pollution, deforestation, contamination, extinction,
Nice.
climate, climate.
Climate. Climate. Like that. Can you repeat it one more time? Climate.
Yes, climate.
Climate. Yeah. Even if you do climate. Like that. That looks good too. And deforestation.
Deforestation.
Good. All right. And do you have any questions about any of these words?
Yes, I don't know how do you say when you are um, when you write pollution. What mean pollution?
Okay. I don't know what pollution means or what does pollution mean. So, pollution is just um, like the kind of destruction of nature with trash, garbage, um, and other types of waste. So you could have like nuclear pollution, climate pollution, just pollution like in this picture. All the trash, that's pollution. Um, does that make sense?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Um, in Spanish too, pollución, contaminación, really. Um, Good.
Yes, contamination is in Spanish. Yes.
And so, do you have any other questions?
No, the other words I can understand.
Okay. Can you make a sentence using extinction?
Extinction.
Hmm.
Yes. Some time ago, the word change it, and sometimes lived extinction. I don't know how to end the sentence. To say the animals disappear.
So we would use the verb to go in the past tense. Go.
Is
And then
went, right?
extinct. Yep. So you could say they went extinct. Or you could say like the extinction of the dinosaurs was caused by a meteor
Extinction.
landing near the Yucatan. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, yes. Thanks.
Okay. So how about a sentence with contamination? Can you make a sentence with contamination?
Yes. The contamination is the way of the people is damaging the world.
Okay. This is a little bit off as far as grammatical structure. The contamination is the way of the people. What are you trying to say in Spanish, Juan Pablo?
La contaminación es la manera en que la gente daña el planeta o el mundo.
Okay. So we'd say contamination is the way that people are most damaging the world. It's a little bit awkward, so using contamination that way. Damaging the world. Or you could say damaging the world the most. And that sounds a lot better as far as like grammatical structure. Maybe using a prepositional phrase by contaminating and a verb. So by contaminating so much, humans or people are greatly damaging the planet. So I think those are two alternative ways of kind of saying the same thing. Can you read those two sentences?
Yes. By contaminating so much, people are greatly damaging the planet. The first. And the second, contamination is the way that the people are damaging the world the most.
Sorry, do you have any questions on this page before we move on?
Yes, in the first sentence, you are using the word. No, sorry. In the second sentence, you are using the word most. Is necessary?
So if you say the most, if you remove the most, is one way that people are damaging the world, you could say.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of one way or the other.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, Joshua.
Okay, let's try this. Can you read the title?
Fill in the blank plus conjugate the verb.
Conjugate.
conjugate.
Sounds like conjugate. Good. And can you try the first one?
The levels of to reach precedent are one more time. The level of to reach unprecedented levels in the next few years.
And so,
Okay. Yes, I'm going to complete the sentence.
okay.
The levels of contamination to reach.
Yeah. And how do we conjugate to reach? So we need to change the tense. Entonces sería como conjugarlo. Tenemos que conjugar el verbo.
Yeah.
So the past tense or the future tense or the future progressive or the past progressive or yeah, one of those tenses. How do we change it?
I don't know the meaning of to reach. Can you tell me the meaning of to reach in Spanish, please?
Yeah, llegar.
Oh,
Niveles sin precedente.
and then I don't know if it's correct to say the levels of contamination be.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
The levels of contamination will
Mm-hmm. Will what?
will reach.
Yeah, good. Perfect. Can you read the whole sentence?
Yes, the levels of contamination will reach unprecedented levels in the next few years.
Good. What about the next one?
Okay. Last week, the oil industry blocked
Uh-huh.
attempts to pass national parks laws.
Maybe not national park laws. There are a couple things that might work here.
In this field needs to be filled with one word of the right. For example, conservation, preservation. One
Uh-huh.
of there. Yes.
Yeah,
Mm, Deforestation laws.
that could work for sure.
National park.
Missing something at the end. Maybe an S. Just plural.
Yes, national
Yeah,
parks makes sense.
good. What about the next one?
Okay.
And it's a word that you already used.
Let me think. Pollution, maybe.
You could say pollution.
Yes. Sloth.
For the past few years.
Slow.
So this is a tricky one. So if we have a timeline with this being now and
Fast.
this being the past, we'd have something kind of happening here, and then changing directions in the now. Does that make sense?
Mm, Climate.
So we want to change the tense of slow. So
Oh,
to be progressive, so it's something for the past few years. And it's interrupted in the past. So action happening in the past that was interrupted in the past. Kind of through here, through here, through here, and then it stopped and something else happened. So it's a progressive tense. What kind of progressive tense? Or continuous?
if it's referring to the word slow, slowing,
Mm-hmm.
in progressing.
Yeah, so slowing alone is just the gerund. So I am slowing is the present progressive. Slowing itself is the gerund. And then what's another progressive tense? Would be the past progressive. Does that make sense, Juan Pablo?
Yes. Um, but I don't know how to respond this question. Please, can you help me with this sentence, please?
Yeah. So we would use the past progressive here. So if we look at this, I was slowing is the past progressive.
Mm,
So if we use the past progressive here, how do we do that?
oh, yes. Pollution was slowing.
Hmm. Can you read
Okay.
the whole sentence?
Yes. Pollution was slowing down for the past few years in the Amazon. Unfortunately, this year the rate increased once more.
Good. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Can you repeat that, please, one more time?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. And so one of these things, that's an interrupted action that's happening in the past, so was slowing down, and then this year it changed. So we've got an action happening in the past that is now different. If it was only pollution without that, and then to slow, we would probably want to say something like the present perfect progressive, which is something that was happening in the past and is still happening now and might continue. So we could say pollution has been slowing down. Does that make sense?
Yes.
In the Amazon for the past few years. So we've got this thing that's kind of happening and it's going to continue happening in the future. And, you know, potentially for how much longer, you don't really know. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What about the next one?
Okay. There are many species faced with extinction.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. How did that happen?
Now that the Earth will become
So it's something that's
no
now.
it become only become.
Yeah, it's got an idea that it came from the past and it's still now. So it's similar to the present perfect progressive, but it's more emphasized on the now.
Becoming.
Not quite. Sería como se ha convertido o se convirtió. Ah, ha
Become.
convertido.
Became.
Close. Ha convertido. Ha convertido.
Ha- has become. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what word are we looking for?
Has became. Has became.
Has become.
Joshua, I think that it has became.
No, so became is the past tense. We would want to use the participle, which is become. So has become. Does that make sense?
Yes. In the past, the correct answer is hath became.
So the past tense would be yesterday I became a famous singer. Um, he has become. This is the present perfect, a famous singer recently. Does that make sense?
Yes. And in the sentence is correct. Has become.
Yes. So it's the participle instead of the simple past. So it is slightly different. Some words it's the same, and some words it's different. With the verb to become, it's different.
Okay.
Okay. And what word is missing here?
Mm,
Any ideas?
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Sería algo como clima.
Oh, weather. Climate. Climate.
Good. Climate. Yeah.
Climate. Yes.
Well done. What about the next one?
I went to do that. No, I went.
Mm-hmm. Good.
National Park.
Good. Well done. And Heidi, welcome to class. Heidi, how's it going?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Um,
Heidi, maybe you're a little bit quiet. Can you repeat yourself one more time? How's it going?
Hello,
yes,
nice.
I went to that national park yesterday. It was beautiful, and I saw tons of animals.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hi,
Can you hear
Heidi.
me? Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to class. And so Juan Pablo, Yeah, you got kind of lucky for your first class. It was kind of a one-on-one lesson. Generally, we have a lot of other students who join. So Juan Pablo, Heidi, Juan Pablo. Um, but yeah, Heidi, welcome back to class. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome back. And Juan Pablo, do you have any questions on this page? And your microphone is muted at the moment.
I muted him because I was talking. He suddenly talked.
Yeah, I think he was just surprised. He wasn't expecting you. Juan Pablo, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so any questions here?
No, thank you, Joshua. It's good.
Okay, cool. Let's skip that. Let's try this. Heidi, can you read the role of the industrialist?
Okay. You think that your country should be drilling for oil in the far north. There's a lot of oil in the ground, and the project will create jobs as well as stimulate the economy. Best of all, it will reduce the country's dependency on foreign oil. Convince your friend that the country should begin drilling.
Nice. Okay, really good reading. Maybe dependency?
Dependency.
Well done. Juan Pablo, can you read the role of the conservationalist?
Yes. You don't think the country should be drilling. The ecosystem in the north is fragile, and if anything happens, a lot of wildlife will be affected. Furthermore, this oil will eventually help contribute to global warming. Convince your friend that the oil should stay in the ground.
Nice. Okay, well done. A couple small things. Let's look at ecosystem.
Okay, ecosystem.
Ecosystem. And fragile.
Fragile.
Is it fragile?
Nice.
I thought it fragile.
You thought it was what?
I thought it fragile. Fragile, not fragile. Fragile.
Fragile. Yeah, that's how I say it at least. Fragile. Fragile.
Before I heard it fragile from the YouTube.
Huh. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I would pronounce it like fragile. Fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just a difference in how we type it. But yeah, fragile. That's what I hear. Okay. And any questions about any of these words here?
No, Joshua, I can understand.
Okay, perfect. Let's start with Heidi then. As the industrialist, how would you start this conversation?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Researcher found a lot of oil under the ground. Before we supposed it's very difficult to take the oil because the oil is under the hard under the rock. But rock layers. But
what?
What say the ground has a lot of layers of the.
Yeah. So sedimentary layers.
Yeah. But researchers found the way to get the oil, breaking the rock. So we should get the oil from the underground.
Nice.
So we don't need to depend the oil from other countries, on other countries.
Okay, other countries, maybe for oil.
For mhm.
Okay. Juan Pablo, how would you respond to this?
Oh, I think that the extraction of the oil is bad to the planet. I understand that the oil is good to the economy of a country, but is very bad to the world when it is processed. For the reason, I think is the worst idea, the extraction of all minerals of the planet.
To oil and minerals from the planet. So,
Okay.
really good. Juan Pablo, the only thing I'm noticing are prepositions. So, oil is bad for the planet. It's good for the economy of a country, but it's really bad for the world. It's a bad idea to extract oil and minerals from the planet. Yeah, so just a couple of those prepositions, but for the most part, you did a good job. Really good grammar.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, and Heidi, how would you respond?
But nowadays, oil dominate. No, oil producing countries dominate the world. To
Okay.
encourage the economy in our country, so getting oil is a very good way.
Okay, maybe we just change that around. Getting oil is a very good way
Getting oil.
to encourage the economy of our country.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Nice.
a new technology found the way to fill the empty room before getting oil and after getting oil.
The empty space.
Empty space, yes.
And we probably say getting the oil.
After
Okay.
getting oil, yeah.
Juan Pablo, how would you respond to that?
Yes. The new ways to get the oil of the ground is an innovative discovery.
Yeah, that's right.
Is a novel.
Discovery. But when the people try to fill the empty spaces in the ground, altering the natural I don't know how to say naturaleza in English.
The nature.
Nature. Altering the nature. This can produce another effects in the world. For example, earthquake is correct.
Uh-huh.
Earthquake.
Earthquakes. Yeah. Okay, Heidi, how would you respond?
This technology came from America. America is producing shale oil. they fill the water in the empty space, then they don't have any problem so far.
Okay, so they are replacing they're using water to replace oil.
Filling the water to the empty space instead of oil. Only changing only changing water and oil, so there no problem.
Okay. They're just changing oil for water.
For water, yeah.
Okay. And I think that's good. Juan Pablo, how would you respond?
I think that sorry. I think that the replacement of oil by water in the future will be wrong.
I think that the replacement of oil with water
With water,
in the future will be what?
a problem.
Okay.
Because the consistency of each material is different.
Consistency.
Consistency. And this alter the nature.
Okay. Good. Heidi, how would you respond?
If you see the nature, there are many underground river. The situation the same.
Okay. And Juan Pablo, how would you respond to that? Juan Pablo, are you there?
Yes. The environment is different.
Okay.
Because we are changing the natural way.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's good. You guys did a good job here. Yeah. And I think we're good. Does anybody have any questions on this? Any questions here?
No question.
Okay. Any questions or comments? Anything they'd, like to say?
Mm-hmm. No.
Let's go to the next page. We could do a little bit of reading. Yeah, let's do some reading. And let's start with Juan Pablo. Can you read the title and the first paragraph?
Yes. Global warming. We must significantly reduce the heat-trapping emissions we are putting into the atmosphere as individuals. We can help by taking action to reduce our personal carbon emissions, but to fully address the threat of global warming, we must demand action from our elected leaders.
Nice. Good pronunciation. Heat trapping emissions. Can you repeat heat trapping emissions?
Heat trapping emissions.
Good. And then atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Good. And then address. Oh, sorry, address. Fully address.
Address.
Good. And Heidi, can you read the next part?
Okay, stop deforestation. Tropical deforestation accounts for about 10% of the world's heat-trapping emissions. Reducing tropical deforestation can significantly
Nice.
lower global warming emissions and plays an integral role in a comprehensive long-term solution to global warming.
Really good job. Maybe, I think you did a pretty good job with comprehensive, but can you repeat it one more time? Comprehensive?
Comprehensive. Comprehensive.
Nice. And then integral. Integral isn't integral. Sorry. It's those words that have different pronunciations in different contexts. Integral.
Integral role. A role. Integral role.
Good. Okay, perfect. Plays an integral role. Yeah. And Juan Pablo, can you read the next paragraph?
Yes. Fight misinformation. Why has it been so difficult to achieve meaningful solutions to global warming? Media pundits, partisan think tanks, and special interest groups raise doubts about the truth of global warming. This barrage of misinformation misleads and confuses the public and makes it more difficult to implement effective solutions.
Good. Okay, let's look at a couple things. Media.
Media.
Barrage.
Barrage.
Yeah, barrage. And then misleads.
Misleads.
Public.
Public.
Implement.
Implement.
Good. Okay. And Heidi, can you read the next part?
Okay. Prepare for impact. This one. Okay. Certain consequences of global warming are now inevitable, including sea level rise, more frequent and severe heat waves, and growing wildfire risks. Even as we work to reduce global warming emissions, we must also prepare for this dangerous new reality.
Nice. Really good reading. Okay. Certain.
Certain.
Uh-huh. Certain.
Certain.
Perfect. Really nice job. And consequences.
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 Yeah. Okay. But well done. You did a really nice job. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
No questions.
No,
Okay.
Joshua.
All right. We are just out of time. So if no questions, have a really good day. Thanks for coming in. Juan Pablo, it was nice to meet you. Heidi, it was great to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and have a really good day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and Joshua. I appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. It was good to meet you, like I said. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it.
Oh,
Bye.
thank you.